We have returned with a brand new life. So where are we? We are here. And it's time to hit the big XP quests. We are headed Three Barrel Cove because we got level 6. So we have Feywild gear, we have cone shape. We just switched over from chain shape to cone shape. And we are off to the races. Bit high. There we go. But yes. We'll start here with the very chill one, and we can go fast on the rest. Alright, gonna clear out the first waves. Should be another one guy up there, right? Yep. Now, because this is actually going to be melee eventually, I don't have maximize and empower. So the whole thing with getting stricken and imbue, or stricken and consume, they're not actually very useful. I got them more out of habit than anything else, really. Cone shape is doing all the heavy lifting here. But yeah, we get to just basically chill, fix our audio levels a little bit. As always, YouTube chat is behind. Or at least the YouTube bot is behind. But yes, we are here for a chill evening. Just taking care of business. And of course, getting a lot of levels really fast. Because, well, it's time for Three Barrel Cove and Feywild. Now, will we get through both of those tonight? Probably not. They're fast as far as like XP per minute, but as far as just like raw time that it takes, there's still a decent amount. So we'll see how far we get during stream tonight. As you can see from the big chest, Snow Peaks has started. Snow Peaks is an excellent event for some relatively unique augments. You can get like Festive Constitution out of it. You can also get some low-level like red gems that proc freeze and proc, or not proc, but have like cold iron bypass on like a minimum level 2 or minimum level 4 gem. So all very handy kind of stuff. That's a Carnage Reaper. And it's a dead Carnage Reaper. I didn't even see that guy spawn, so that was really unfortunate. I mean, it's not that unfortunate, obviously. He didn't really hurt me any. But still, it could have been unfortunate. Sometimes you want to avoid, like, even the potential for unfortunateness. Though, then again, that would be mostly on Hardcore League, which we are not currently on. We would have gotten a really late start this season, so I just decided not to. Speaking of which, I need to grab footprints. I have not made it back to the Hall of Heroes since I TR'd, so I don't have my footprints going. Last life, I think I got them earlier than usual. I remember them when I was like level 20, I think? Or maybe it was even before I hit epics, which would be very impressive for me. It's not the most compelling quest, this one. As with any sort of gauntlet quest, it's just like, well, once you're strong enough that you get downtime between waves, it's just not quite as compelling as if you're like desperately trying to kill one wave before the next spawns. Yeah, well, he did actually hurt us a little bit though, so we got that going for us, which is nice. Not really nice, of course, but you know, we take it. The question is, what do we pick up with our 1 point that we got there? We have a choice between fortification and stench. Or staunch? What is this? There we go. There we go. Grab that. Grab that. Time to just get all the quests. And we are going to head to Fire Caves first. Now, Fire Caves is going to be a bit of a problem for us because, well, we're Fiend Packed. So we do, like, about 2/3 of our damage to 3/4 of our damage is fire, which is a little bit problematic when there are a bunch of things that are immune to fire. So we will see how that goes. That's when the Stricken and Consume will come in handy, at least for the single target. But besides that, you know, shouldn't be too bad. What is this? What am I getting spammed with? Oh, logistics for traveling. That's what I'm getting spammed with. Well, that is a thing that happens sometimes.
From the cave entrance before you.
We'll just stick with just us. Alright, so we don't need to sing songs like last life, although it'd be cool if we could, because songs are amazing. But, you know, see, those oozes? Gray oozes, immune to fire. But fortunately, we're going to try to just not fight things. And it works for a certain extent. Like, there's a certain amount of things that you can just not fight. Like, eventually you have to fight things, and of course, I believe that I have to kill the fire elementals, or that might be step 2 that I have to kill the fire elementals. I think it's actually step 2. I think step 1, I just need to get rid of the altars. But we might need to kill stuff just so we can pull levers and all that, so we don't get interrupted, because we don't have amazing evasion. Like, we got Blur. Blur is nice. But yeah. Managed to get past them. Let's not bonk and have to redo this whole climb. Go. And we don't even have our full, what is it? The full thing with the stuff. Our full temp health. We have 2 points in it instead of 3. So we're only getting 2/3 of our charisma as health when we cast spells, which isn't bad. I mean, I'll take 24 instead of the full 37. But that'll be better again once we get a couple more points going. Oh look, large fire elemental.
The second altar rests at the end of this
We barely dealt any damage to him. We dealt like 8 damage, which is not ideal. Evil damage, of course, coming in very handy, especially since it's a dot. And let's see, do we have to go down here? Yep, got it. And see, this is how I get into habits from like last life. It's like, oh, long hallway, time to hit sprint boost, but we don't have sprint boost going, so we just have to take it the quote-unquote slow way. Now, granted, the slow way is like max equipped move speed. It's just that we don't have any class bonuses or anything to it. I don't know how that guy got knocked down, but I'm going to assume Colors of the Queen somehow, which is generally what I attribute anything unknown to. I did notice that I made a save against Hold Person just then, which is great because in a quest earlier I was in Depths, and one of the arcane skeletons landed 2 holds on me back to back while there were other guys attacking me, so that was, we'll say, not ideal. It's not really what we were going for, and it makes basically playing the game a lot harder if they're repeatedly landing hold spells on you, but I have good enough saves that shouldn't happen almost ever. It was a very rare occasion and a little frustrating, but it gave me an opportunity to actually use my Harper pin, which I often do not. So, there's another thingy. We can kill it from up here. We can just recall. Yeah, the dot will get it. I was like, will the dot get it? Yes. The answer is yes. Unfortunately, because we are solo, we can't do the thing where we juggle and have one person unlock. So we will have to recall and come back, but we have the teleport. So that's very handy. So we double recall, we advance the quest, and then we come back for the follow-up. Which is a little bit harder for us because it's got a lot more methods instead of ogres, which means we can't deal fire damage. But we shall overcome. And we will move forward. Now the main question I'm thinking of here is, do we do the 5s first and then do like Feywild 5s, or do we just do everything at once? Now I'm thinking, because I'm not running an XP pot this life, I was last life, I'm thinking that I won't bother bouncing back and forth. I'll just do all of Three Barrel Cove, and if that puts me a little bit over for some of Feywild, then so be it. Sometimes I will take the convenience and just ignore the rest, just because. And I'm pretty sure web doesn't work on these guys, but we'll throw it down anyway. Pretty sure they count as fire creatures, and are therefore immune to web. Because, well, the webs burn. That's just, it's a thing about web. It does not work on things made of fire, because fire burns webs. Fire does also burn reapers. Can we get this before? Yes. Thank you. Right. So we did manage to get past that. We managed to kill a couple guys to keep Dungeon Alert down a little bit, which is always kind of handy. Now this time, I have made the mistake before of not killing this guy, like, of just being like, oh, I can get by him and I can pull the lever. It's like, well, yes you can, however, he's a quest objective, so you're going to have to come all the way back here and grab him. Off we go. There we go. And just like before, we have to come down here, but this time, instead of killing the altar, it's another fire elemental. And hopefully what happens this time is that we don't have a method body block, stricken, and consume, because they're going to be our main way of bursting down the fire elemental, because again, fire.
Another elemental lurks ahead, watching you with eyes.
Okay, that's fire damage, fire damage, fire damage. So much fire damage. Okay. Did we have to kill all of them? No, we did not. We could have just tried to take down the fire elemental and then moved on. But I just kind of got a little bit of bloodlust there, and it's just like, ah. But yes, we are off. Oh, more fire, more hounds. Oh, that's a lot of fire damage. Nice burst of 30. Ah, we are being joined. Excellent. So we're gonna hold and wait for him to join us. And then we will proceed. So we're just gonna head closer towards the end. Besides, you know, giving us more variety of elements and things like that, it also gives us a little bit more margin for error. So if we do something incredibly dumb and die, we have someone to pick up our corpse. So, we actually leveled together yesterday, but I was on earlier tonight and he was not. So he should be level 4? Or just a hair short. So he's going to be in a little under, which is fine because he still has an XP pod active from last life. So he should catch up pretty quick on these. But it does mean we can't, like, jump in and do Grey Garl. I think you can't get in 3 levels under. I think you need to be within 2. And I forget the exact formula for it. There is actually a formula for how many levels under a quest you can be and still zone in. And it's based on your level. Like, it starts out at 2, but by the time you hit 20, I think it's like 4 or 5. And then in Epics, Epics is a completely different beast. Epics, as long as you are Epic, you can get in. So, there we go. In. Oh, and we can redo the first one EE. Or, yeah, Elite. Yeah, I'm down for that. It's easy XP. And I'd say we can split, but we can't really split. We can leapfrog. There we go. It's like, 12k. It's like, 12k is not that much XP. It's like, well, in the grand scheme of things, it isn't. But for how short the quest is, it's pretty handy.
Heat and steam rise from the cave entrance before you.
Oh, that's right, we won't have Reaper boost though. Ooh, the horror. So let's see. I'm trying to think. Like where you can jump, because you need to grab the 2 levers. So this is 1 lever, and then there's... Alright, so if I go across this bridge, he can go straight forward to that lever. Alright, good. Yeah, so there are efficiencies we can squeeze out of here. See if I can get this. Yep. I still do need to come up here to take out the thingy. To actually do the quest. Actually doing the quest is important. Alright. And then one of us can do this. Looks like it's me. And he can grab... And he can go towards the end without having to redo this whole run. So, as I said, we can't exactly split, because he can't go and do a whole other, like, wing while I do this wing. But he can be ready and prepared to go through this door as soon as it's opened, instead of, like you saw before, you had to run all the way back. And of course, we'll be able to take out the altar here. Oh, it was slightly out of range. It's fine. We'll kill the extra methods while we're here. And we get a mushroom. By the way, there's a chest back there. If you are someone who really wants to get all the chests, there's one that often gets skipped because it doesn't contain named loot. So yeah, with like leapfrogging over each other, we should get this easy like 10k XP in just another couple seconds here. Assuming he didn't like fall, which is totally possible to do in there.
The sulphurous stench more nauseating. The heart of the mountain lies ahead.
He did fall down. Okay, that's alright. We shall finish off the shaman. This is one reason why I sniped the altar from up top. There we go. And we're going to go hide behind this so we don't get shot while we're trying to recall. So yeah, it's not as good as the first run, but the, what was it, 10,000? Yeah, 10, 11,000 for the 3 minutes. Still worth it, even on the repeat run. Alright, and we're off to Two-Toed Tobias. And we can spend our points. We have 2 cores to take. That one and that one. Now, we could have taken an extra die, but I'll take the fort and the stanch. Or staunch? I believe it's staunch. And off to TTT. Oh, he's level 5. Okay. Yeah, we don't have to worry about, like, min-level shenanigans.
The crow's nest is strategically placed to detect ships coming in and out of Three Barrel Cove.
Oh. We got a rare. Free XP. Gotta love it.
The Weeping Cove is rumored to be a resting place of two-toed Tobias, an ancient three-barrel legend.
Did I not get it? Also, I'm drowning. Let's stop drowning. Drowning is bad for you. So, let's go actually pick up the quest. He's asking for a share. Alright, so neither of us grabbed this one. Which NPC did I miss? That one. Alright, well, this one is a very splittable one. So he can go in and he can go toward that first valve, and I will follow in behind. Wait, I've been there. Oh, I guess you have to have done the quest, not just for some reason I thought you just had to explore the location of the door. Because it says, you know, I can take you someplace you've been before. And, well, I had been there before. I was just here. But, no.
Is rumored to be a resting place of two-toed Tobias, an ancient
And off we go.
three-barrel legend. An opening in the ground reveals another body of water to explore. The cacophony of wailing and moaning becomes clearer as you enter the cave.
Alright. That. We get that. We get that. We ignore the mice. Or rats. I think they're rats.
Strong current pushes against you.
And now we take a bunch of damage. Or maybe we make our saves, but we probably take a bunch of damage. Okay. No damage that time. It's a very inconsistent sort of trap. Man, I got way too used to last level on Bard. I had so many extra skill points that I actually put a bunch of points into Swim, and I could cast Merfolks. So, at this point, I probably had like 30 Swim, and this life I have 3. Which is, of course, why we're running out of breath so quickly. And why we're so slow. But, you know, sometimes that's just the way things are gotta be. And unfortunately, this is not a place where we can split or anything. Well, I guess kind of it helps.
Close ahead and behind you. You feel
Because he can do the ones down below and I can do the ones up top. Unless I just did something dumb and locked him out completely. Okay, yeah, there we go. Alright, drop down here, take out the bottom guys. More bottom guys? More bottom guys. I hear there's a lot of those on the internet. Alright, I thought there were more guys that spawned down below, but I guess it was wrong. Fortunately, just move along.
a slight breeze emerges from behind the wall. A ship's mast rises up from a chasm in the cave floor.
Alright, so we're actually going to pull both of these levers. Or valves, rather. even though we have terrible swim. But it'll work, probably. Oh, never mind, he's going for that one. So I will go wait. Because there's nothing I can... Nothing I can really do to speed up that part. So I'm just going to be here ready and waiting for when the door opens. And it gives me time to do this. Where is a... I have a throwing weapon. There we go. Gonna need that here in a second. Reach the frozen barrier. So he's gonna pull that... He's going to activate that second gem there in just a second. Maybe? Oh, that's right. There's extra wait time for the animation. It's like, you've reached the frozen barrier. It's like, have I though? It's still there. It's just... Just hasn't gone completely away yet. Oh. You know, I was just getting ready to switch weapons. Alright. Throwing weapon. Turn off blasting. And down we go. It's a little bit annoying to have to turn off blasting, but not nearly as bad as like how a lot of things used to be. Like before, for example, you had to take off your ranged weapon to get rid of spider webs. Like you couldn't kill them with arrows, you had to switch to a melee weapon, which is actually a problem that still persists for locks. You cannot Eldritch Blast them either. A lot of Carnage Reapers this time. There we go. By being able to split, got it in 6 minutes, which is not the fastest, but very, very solid given that we don't have sprint boost, we're not running fast, it's not epic. We don't have wings, like none of that. And we're off. Off to Garl. That kills people, Garl. Okay, well maybe it doesn't kill people, Garl. But it might possibly kill people sometime, maybe a little. Extends deep into the rock behind this waterfall. Alright, there we go for that one. Yes, I'm aware that that is a thing. Now we kill troglodytes. Troglodytes. Very nice to be able to take out the eggs that way. As opposed to like on some classes you like have to weirdly like single target them like a ranged class, and it's just like no, I walk up and cone blast them and they all die. Very handy. Now there is some stuff later on that it'll be more handy, but also the like minute-long slow is not great. I'm not a fan. I'm trying to go fast here, and it's just like, you know what? You might kill me in 2 shots, but I'm gonna mess up most of your run right now, just by making you run slow as hell. Just like, ah, great. I mean, it's not quite as bad as something hitting you for like most of your health, but it's still super annoying. We'll put up Death Ward. We're at a high enough level place where Death Ward is, you know, recommended. Alright, off we go. Alright, chat is still there. Very good. One thing I do need to be careful of is I don't want to accidentally let my Featherfall wear off, because I'm not using permanent Featherfall, I'm using this spell. And I already had a case earlier where I failed some platforming because it was just like, I'm gonna jump down. Oh, wait, no, I don't have Featherfall for some reason. So, that was not great. Alright, can we get this egg from here? Can. What this is. Alright, we're gonna take the long way around because I don't know if we can make that jump. I don't know what hit him, but it hit him hard. There we go, got the eggs. Alright. Making good progress.
Through the arches lies the way to the great Garl's resting place. Red Tom and his lot never made it this far.
Alright.
Here, in this sea
Now, because I don't care about that chest, we're going to do things this way.
sputtering breeze,
Because we don't need to recall. We just need to touch this rope.
the breeding grounds are destroyed.
And we get out.
A cave
Done.
extends deep into the rock behind this waterfall.
Oh, he's still in. I wonder if he doesn't know that you can just run out. Oh, there we go. It's time for Garl, which we are very under-leveled for, but we'll make it work.
The feel of this place has changed. The air is strangely cold now, and the scent of old decay.
Ah, ochre jellies. You know what you're not immune to? Fire! Because you're not gray jellies. However, let's see, these are black bone, right? They are immune to fire. And cold, for that matter. They're very annoying for casters at this level. Fortunately, they are not immune to evil. I shouldn't bother. He's got Sonic. Sonic's better against them anyway.
The chill flows out from behind the falls, so strong that the water makes your feet numb with cold.
It's like, he's not in yet. I wonder if we went to the same one. And the answer is no, we did not. This is fine. This isn't one that we can get a lot of benefit out of splitting anyway. Let's see if we can... Yes! Got it.
Whisper drifts out of the dark.
Freaking black bones. At least the ghouls and stuff take full damage from fire.
Dog.
You will never see the sun again.
Yes. Go. The GM voiceover for the undead is like, ah! Like, yes, that's. I was gonna say, of course, that's what undead sound like. As if I am like some expert in the field. It's like, obviously, I know what the undead sound like. I am very experienced in this regard. I raise the undead all the time. And by raise, of course, I don't mean, like, bring them back from full death to only mostly death. I mean raise as in I burn them, obviously. I'm not a necromancer. I fight necromancers. Necromancy is bad. I would never do something like necromancy, despite any accusations you might have heard There is no necromancy being done here. It is all fighting against the undead. We turn the undead, of course. We do not enthrall them. Enthrallment is bad. Thrall is just another word for slavery. And, you know, if you want to bring people back from the dead, then, I mean, that's great. Everyone has loved ones that they might want back. But, I mean, you don't want your loved ones to be slaves. So, obviously, you can't raise them as undead because that would be making them into thralls. And that's not acceptable in today's day and era. Or nor was it ever really acceptable, I've been told, I'm legally obliged to say. So really, there's no reason to think that I am a necromancer. None at all. And I hope everyone realizes that. That, obviously, I'm not a necromancer. Definitely. For sure.
Is so cold that frost rhymes the stones. The chill seems to have come from beneath the water.
So like, oh great, sleet storm, and I don't have freedom of movement. And then we killed the guy casting it, and things worked out better for us.
The lock on the door
And once again, we are being hampered by our lack of swimming ability.
with the proper key.
Problematic. Very problematic.
A chest gleams in the frozen light. This is Grey Garl's lost.
For some reason, I
As the chest opens, a frigid wind sucks the last
that's champ. That's boss.
Grey Garl.
We're just gonna stand here and face tank everything.
Shriek, old Grey Garl dissolves
And there we
like
go.
pestilent vapor. The cold suffusing the air begins to fade.
Okay. Now we can head to proving our worth.
A cave extends deep into the rock behind this waterfall.
Okay, so he's ranked 28. Which means he could... Alright, so he's 5 ranks below me, and he's 1 level below me. Alright, so we're on the same closeness to capping.
A small building stands
Alright.
curiously alone.
And then we can prove our worth.
Cold,
And we might end up taking a level
the loathsome
before we finish all of these.
The trial will be treacherous. Be aware of every step you take.
Okay. Like, I know this is gonna go off in order. So I need you to not just set off the first set. I need them all to go off. Thank you very much.
You have dismantled the rusty iron defenders. This is sure to
Kiln shape is great for breaking things. It's just very convenient. I always take a wrong turn in here. Alright, and I should probably not be face checking quite so many exploding barrels. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta live dangerously. And by live dangerously, I mean blow up barrels.
intricate system of ladders leads up the shaft. Agility and physical endurance will be
Let's see.
paramount in
I believe the first one is a full 180. Yes, full 180 on the first one. And the next one is not a 180. We want to grab that ladder that is currently on our right. Then we'll full 180. And then we'll grab the one on the... Nope, stop that. There we go. I almost missed that ladder and I had to like start over from further down. now, how much longer on our feather fall? 1 second.
Your muscles are warm and weak from the ascent of the agility trial.
There we go.
But you must the fetid stench of sewer fills your nostrils.
A little bit of temp hell.
You
There we go.
survived the Warforged ambush. Now the construct door opens.
Now, one thing I haven't done is I have not... Oh, wait, no. We're not just going to skip killing this stuff, because there's a Fear Reaper here. It needs to die.
A series of levers and traps dot the walls, the floor, and the ceiling. Only your wit can solve
Alright.
this conundrum.
This one. Then this one. And take a short break. While that, like, plays out. Reset.
The other components in the room return
This
to
lever.
their initial state, disappears
And do this
in the
again.
reset mechanism. The challenge was no match for your sharp wit. The portcullis rumbles open.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
You hear a metallic clanking from behind. Close.
Okay, so we're not doing too much damage, but we're doing enough.
A
Question
smoky
is,
wave of heat washes over
can I jump on that thing over there? I don't think I can.
precision and cunning to overcome.
Oh, I can. Excellent.
You have weathered Rackham's inferno. Burns and sweat coats your skin.
And I am falling behind once again. This is fine. Just grab some stuff on the way and continue through the trial.
Penzance.
Hi.
First mate. Motion.
Oh, right, this is the slow way. If you just kill him, then it ends right there. As opposed to this way, where you have to, like, go and do this run through. That was a bad idea.
You survived the gruels of Rackham's trial.
So it's a little longer, but it gives you an extra 1,000 for the bonus. Or 1,400, rather.
A
So,
small building stands curiously alone in the center of the cove.
I guess we do Ghost. Because the other one's higher level. And we are both... Actually, no, we'll do both. We should have enough space. Probably.
This mine has not been worked since
Probably,
the pirates
maybe.
first claimed the cove. It now
Like,
serves
I have
the
space,
center
because
of
my
the
ranks...
from peasant.
Actually, my ranks take more XP than his, because I'm 1 level higher. So this might cap him. And if it does, then he can go take level while I advance on the next one. Oh, wait, wrong one. This away. That's what I get for spinning around. It took me forever to figure out how to make my way around this place. Taking out these dudes. If it takes him a little bit longer to get here, that's fine, because this one is significantly longer than the next one. Not that it's like super difficult once you know the routing, but it's just there's more running to be done.
The enchanted mosaic leads to the end of the drawbridge. Over the edge to the room below.
Oh, knocked down. Unfortunate. And now the second one knocks me down too? No, they die. I could have sworn that I turned that. There we go.
The enchanted mosaic.
And off we go.
Tail, the second piece of the idol has been found.
Like, will I have enough room for the XP from both? Yes. But he might not. He says he actually might not as well, so he might have to go take level while I start the next. Which is fine. Alright, so you come back up where you were before here, and now we can go across the bridge instead of jumping down. So we need 3 more pieces. This is one where theoretically you can split, but I don't know the routing to split. I just know the solo routing. So we come down here, get hit by a little bit of fire. This piece is always fun in hardcore because everyone just kind of looks at each other and it's just like, alright, who's making the run? And everyone looks at probably the rogue or anyone who has evasion. And it's just like, here, I'll cast a resistance buff. Good luck. Like, maybe you'll get a protection from fire along with your resistance to fire. It's just like, here you go. It's all yours now. Alright. This wheel gets turned once. The rest of these wheels get turned 4 times. So that's 1 to each. 2 to each. 3 to each. 4 to each. And there we go. Now, there is a thing you can do here with teamwork to like work together and pull valves to open doors. Or you can come here, kill this mini-boss, which is not too terribly complex. And then you get in this lockbox. And the lockbox contains a key. And with the key, you can open a door that you would otherwise need a valve to open. And therefore, you no longer need to do the whole thing where like you're both standing on opposite sides of the door. Like you would need one on this valve and one on a different valve. But instead, we ignore the valves completely. We use the thing to grab this. Grab our adventurers pack. And then we go backwards. Because it's faster to get back to the beginning this way. So we go right back up here. Go back towards where the mini-boss was. Then we go back towards where the like rune wheels are. And then we take the path less traveled. We came from down the hill. The thing was in there. So we go this way. And this way turns directly into a drop. Boom. 14k. I have space for the next. Because, yeah, I've got a whole rank of space. Oh, he's taking 6. Okay. Excellent. Yeah, he's only got 6k space. Which, especially since he has a pot on, this is going to have more of. Quick run back with the... Alright, let's buff up. And go, maybe do optionals? Actually, no, he'll probably be back by the time I get to the end. Just because you have to, like, do a little bit of back and forth and stuff. Of course, another option is, if I wanted to really use up the time wisely, I could not kill the captain and instead do the puzzle. I don't know the puzzle. I would need to look up the puzzle, because it is big. I remember it being a decent chunk of XP too, but it's just usually not worth the time. But if we were waiting anyway, then it's obviously worth the time. That time wasn't being used anyway. And I do like that Crown of Snow procs off of Eldritch Blast. It's very handy. We'll kill these guys too, just because.
Suddenly the clanking of wood intensified. A slight breeze slips through a crack in the wall before you.
Do I even have enough search for these? I might not. It's like, wait a second. If they're not showing up on True Seeing, I don't have search for them. So it's just like, huh. That hurt a little bit. And we kill these. This unlocks.
You notice a lever on the back of the ornamental statue.
Ah. Yeah, he's going to be back before I'd finish anyway. Now, there's no trap here in normal. It's only in elite, or in epic, rather. So I should say there's no trap here in heroic. Because we're not in on normal, we're in on Reaper. Ooh, acid damage over time. This is fine. You have to talk to the guy in order to get the key box to show up anyway. So there's no real point to going in and fighting the captain yet when you can just come here and minimize the running back and forth.
Calls out to you. Do
Hi.
not touch anything. One wrong move could kill me, please.
Let's see, how much is the extra XP from solving it? 2,500. I mean, so it's not nothing, but it's not worth the time if you can just do it this way without difficulty. Just pop cooldowns. And WM won our way to victory. Yeah, like, this box doesn't show up until after you talk to the NPC at the end. Like, the other treasure chest that has the normal loot in it, that one has stuff. But this one does not. Or rather, that box doesn't appear at all. What are you doing? Why are you here? This is a terrible idea. Did you not see what I did to all your friends earlier?
You have freed Farrier Warley from the
There we go, 16k. Yeah, so if he was running a pot too, then he would have wasted close to 20k there.
The current is drawn into an opening in the rock, just large enough to wiggle through.
Alright, time for me to take 7. we need to refresh our guild buffs, because our guild buffs have only 6 minutes left on them. So we're going to head to the harbor. We're going to take... we're going to take 7. Oh, that's right. And since he was taking that to avoid cap, he will also be 7. So we're only like 4 ranks apart. Oh, I got level 3 stuff. We'll take... We don't actually need the survivability of displacement yet. So we'll take DDO, which is funny because I wouldn't... Usually, it's like always take displacement first. Okay, so where do we put our points now? We want pack dice. And we want... we have 2 more points. We can either start coming up here. We can get debuffs, which don't matter. You know what? We'll get this. A little bit of move speed. Oh, and we can put on defensive item. Venture into the Feywild. Alright. A little bit of free XP for talking to Hirsam. Hirsam? Yes, Hirsam. Oh, still 45 minutes on pot. Very nice. Gotta go fast while the pots are burning. Grab all the quests, or at least as many as we can find. And by as many as we can find, I mean all the quests. It's not like I'm going to miss one. I've been here a couple times before. Now, of course, if I had actually built up an Isle of Dread set, this would be a good place to actually put on some of that stuff. But alas, I have not. So I have not. I'm going to start Wake Me Up. Because really, if he zones in late and just grabs stuff at the end with his pot on, that's honestly ideal.
At first, things seem as before. We're still at Winwood Hall, and Melody is still standing beside the bed. Then you realize that Lord Arden is missing, and so are the flower and the loot you need for the ritual. Melody begins speaking in a familiar voice.
Lord Arden's true name? Of course I know it, but it's for me to
All right.
know and for you to never get.
Alright.
Be a good friend.
We can just AoE down all the melee guys at will, basically. So we really want to just make sure we take out the harpies, because they're the spellcasters. And then just kind of run. And of course, get the extra XP from the bears.
To Winwood Hall.
Should have gone to the other side first. I didn't let him get the bear XP.
Doesn't notice your presence. Inside the magically sealed gazebo ahead floats the frosted cerise you need for the ritual. 3 bears rest outside. Magical talking bears, no doubt. This is the Feywild, after all. You've recovered the frosted cerise for the ritual.
There you go. At least hold some of them still. There we go. Took out the casters. You can move on to the bridge troll. Oh, I don't even think he's listening to the stream. He's like, oh, I missed the bears. It's an extra like free 2k XP. Because the way the monster manual works, if you're not familiar, is that the monster manual, like, it'll give you different things to aim for. And one of them is just like number of kills. And another one is like unique kills of like, okay, so you've killed a kobold, but you've also killed a kobold prophet and a kobold warrior and so on and so forth. In this case, there's, you know, the strong bear, the wise bear, and the sneaky bear, which are 3 distinct mobs, like with different names. And therefore that counts for 3 unique bears. And it always gives you like 1 tier of the unique bear thing. So it's like an extra 2k XP. So if I had turned left first and gotten the trolls, it would have given him time to get in. So that's just something to chalk up for, you know, next time.
In his last moments, he says,
And she's dead. Just like, I'm gonna catch up at... Nope. Nope. He already got her. She's gone. She's dead.
in a strange, empty void. Yet that appears to be Lord Arden's resting place ahead. Between you and Lord Arden stands Cadence the Hag. She must have been disguised as Melody the Apothecary the entire time. Cadence prepares for battle.
Thrice damned adventurers never know when to quit. I should have seen that you can't trust a pixie to do a hag's work.
Cadence finishes her conjuration. Slimes emanating a
we
frigid
go.
mist suddenly appear.
So the trick to getting this one done, like easily / quickly, is you wait for the thing inside the quest objective to change, and that's when it'll let you do the next piece. Like, if I'd talked to him earlier, I wouldn't have had the option to advance it. Oh, right. Spells.
Tries to surrender.
Alright. That's enough. You need what I have. So then,
Yes, we have D-Door now,
You've reluctantly
which will help in some cases, but not others.
in exchange for Lord Arden's true name. You lay out the ingredients for the ritual and repeat the steps to reverse the curse.
And off we go.
Lay the ritual. Then round up the flower's roots. Last, burn the roots along with Lord Arden.
Next one is good for splitting.
You play a brief melody on Thurston's lute. You mash the
What are my
flowers
skills
into a
like?
pulp with little
How's my bluff?
You set a small blaze, then drop the crushed
I have Intimidate at 25. I have Bluff at 22.
completing the ritual.
What I can do is I can do this.
Rises.
Just give myself 3 to all skills. And yes, it drops my fortification.
Lord
But, on the other hand,
for awakening him from his curse. He urges you to speak with him
doesn't
at
really matter.
Wood Hall in the Waking World.
Hopefully. I mean, I guess if something crits me in the face, suddenly I'm going to be like, oh, it mattered.
Guards the gate ahead. It's strange that a noble of the summer court would retain
Oh,
his
I rolled a 3 and still succeeded on that. So that's unexpected.
A curious tree stands here by itself. A single, brilliantly red apple hangs from one of its branches. With a quiver of excitement, the tree drops the apple at your feet. The sprawling courtyard seems deserted. A lone tower looms ahead. Lord Xavier
What can I do
will
for you,
likely be found
Outlander?
inside.
My part
Okay.
of the story is done.
There we go.
Time to rest.
We are making some good progress. Let's just see which riddle we get.
This storehouse is occupied by a very energetic chest. It gates you with a
That's stone.
toothy grin
When
and
two
speaks.
are removed.
Approach, friends! I am Riddlelock! Come, let us talk!
Okay. So let us see how we can do this. Do, 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 do. Excellent. Do, 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 do. I wonder if he can do the hard diplomacy. I mean, he's a bard. He should be able to, but you know, you never know for sure.
As you reach for the door, a swirling torrent of snowflakes envelops you. Yet you aren't harmed. You don't even feel cold. A peculiar dog guards this door, all by itself, or so it seems.
Blink dogs. Excellent.
The guards are moved by your words. They will let you pass.
Which means we'd basically just run to the end, which is very handy. I have the dumb. I don't have enough int to drop into anything beyond like what I actually need.
More red caps. These look like they had fresh blood. Most of these Eladrin appear to be victims of the red caps.
All right.
Whoever has replaced Greymoss must be desperate now. You have
Hi.
reached the top of the tower, where a regal Eladrin silently awaits your approach. He appears to be alone.
Yes, you fool! I'm still here!
Yeah, I can take.
But your precious Greymoss is dead. Trust me, idiot. Who told you the Prince of Frost wanted you dead? Me? Who said these outlander notes were his
So he's probably
fault?
32, I think.
Me. But it was you who were supposed to die willingly on their blade. As a distraction.
I have a death ward.
I
I don't think she does any death ward type abilities, but you know.
Guess I just have to tell you all myself now.
The hag's body splits into several.
Of course, she's immune to fire. Nope, that's not a fake one.
Think again.
There we go. This one.
The hag dies, screeching to the last. After a moment, the Viscount rises to his feet and blurts.
Who was that? What's going on? I demand an explanation.
And off we go. So that fight is way, way harder in epics because of how much force she spams. I mean, you can trivialize it if you bring Globe of Invulnerability, but, well, maybe I just think it's a lot harder because, well, I'm not running this stuff on R8 or anything like I tend to do at Cap. So that's probably got something to do with it.
The party here is in full swing, and Cascading Springs Cottage is clearly the worse for wear for it. A harried housemaid waits on raucous Satan.
Yay, songs.
A satyr calls to you as you enter the courtyard.
Hello there. Welcome to our revels.
Excellent.
There's food in the kitchen.
We're just gonna do this.
Well, everywhere. On the floor, I see.
Oh, he went the other way. Interesting.
Don't forget to pour one out for our dear host, the Lord Arden.
I'm sorry. We're gonna hit you with 1 damage every 2 seconds, so you can
Find a
only
large
barely do the 2-second channel.
given over to an endless party. It's even more surprising to find a sphinx sitting in the middle of it. The lush collection of potted plants suggests that this room is the conservatory. A note next to the sack of seeds reads, "Slakeweed. Keep away from sunlight
Alright,
and
so we
damp
got
soil."
seeds.
You drop a few of the magic seeds on the ground. Huge weeds burst from the
Alright,
earth.
now let's see about finding that,
The moisture from the surrounding
that what? The thing with the stuff, the key. Is it here? It is here.
This large key is labeled Spring House. It seems someone was trying to hurt us.
Actually, we don't need to fight them. We only need to fight them in the context of we need to... Oh. Excellent. Optional. He already got the sign. I have the key, so I can come in here.
Water gushes up from the ground in one corner of the room, forming a large pool.
I'm just gonna
This must
leave.
be the cascading spring the house is named after. This large barrel is marked Flashboom Powder in large letters. In even larger
And there we
letters
go.
below are the
We're just
words,
gonna
"Keep away
bop our
from
way
the
back
sunlight."
over here.
Towering weeds spring up the instant you cast the magic seeds on the ground. The twisting brambles suck up every drop of water nearby, leaving cascading
Let's see.
springs
The question is,
flying
can I
everywhere.
replace the sign?
Careless satyr swings his torch too close to the powder keg, which explodes in a shower of sparks. The partygoers turn to wood at the spectacle. It's a simple task to remove the sign.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Those are still distracted by the recent fire. You deftly replace the cottage sign with the sign from the library.
What's hitting me? Oh, it's all these dudes that I didn't kill earlier.
Deal's a deal.
Still, under 3 minutes. It's very nice.
Nothing in the deal says we can't rip
Very, very nice.
on our way out. The revels have finally ended, and not in a way the satyrs expected.
Okay, so when we started, we're about to like see the difference in action between pot and no pot, because I think when we started we were 5 ranks separated. And we'll see how low we can get that by the time the pot wears off. It should be pretty low.
You enter the grove the villager told you about and spot a small encampment.
So one good thing about this quest and being a warlock
A hearty voice calls
is
approach.
Web works on the guy with the crystal in his head. Like, he's immune to damage. Like, there's a lot of things you can't do to him. Web is one of the things that lands. So it's a little bit easier than having to just body block him the whole way. I just need to remember where the spawn points are. Like, the first one's on the left, the second one's on the right. Hello!
To your surprise, spindly legs rise from the dirt, and the windmill lurches forward. Creatures spring up around you, rushing to defend the wind. The strange gemstone seems to be protecting this creature from spells and weapons. The windmill seems undaunted by your weapons and spells. The
Alright, next
gemstone
one should be from over here somewhere.
shudders.
There it is.
Another gemstone
Alright,
cracks, and
where
the
is the
windmill
third one? Is it over here as well? I always forget. Oh, it's up here. Okay. Oh, and we get to freeze it with the Crown of Snow. Boom. It's only 7,000 XP, but it's under 2 minutes.
The magic that brought it to life seems to have left it. I wish you
That's almost optimal.
Knight says.
Still, you came to my aid in the end.
4 slams instead of
A reward.
what would be optimal, which would be
Speak with me if you'd like to help a little further. Somehow,
would be what?
I
Which would be
feel
3, obviously.
it is still nearby.
So hitting tree and thornright first, because I think that tree is one that benefits a lot from being able to split.
A vast tree reaches upward to the sky, yet some form of corruption has gripped its roots.
And, well, actually all of them benefit from splitting. So we will see how many of these we can squeeze in before his potion wears off. He had like 45 minutes before we started Feywild. And we're going pretty fast, but like all the time that we have to spend running between quests counts too, so...
Red light fills these root tunnels, draining away the life from them. The barrier flickers out as the first ore is destroyed.
Oh, wrong way. Need to go this way.
That sense of unfelt fades a little.
This way, this way.
Barrier collapses when the third orb is destroyed, lifting the sense of dread from this area. A second barrier. You expect there are more
Which way is he going? He's going up, I'll go down.
blights pull themselves free from the root wall.
Down has fire beetles. Not ideal. Oddly enough, fire beetles are not only resistant to fire, but ice as well. So that's not the best. Like, oh, they're made of fire? I will use ice to counter them. It's like, no. No, they resist ice too. That was a splinter bolt.
As the last orb in the northwest tunnel shattered.
There we go. We ran into the downside of Eldritch Blast, which is, as I mentioned earlier, that you can't break things with it.
Root tunnels destroyed. Crackling sounds can be heard from the barrier. With the orbs gone, the second barrier collapses in on itself with an audible crack.
Why are the dudes not spawning? Did I miss an orb?
The root tunnel lurches suddenly as
Oh, okay. There they go. Interesting that they didn't spawn for me. I wonder if just more time had to pass or something. Oh, another Reaper.
corrupting magic pours down the corridor in power.
This one I don't need to worry about breaking down, I'm pretty sure. I think this is one that just dies automatically when I kill all the things. Yeah, there we go. Very nice.
The Fomorian terror. Stop them, void fangs. Dive pre-ritual.
That one dies. These things die. Orb dies.
With a single magic word,
And there we go. Now, unlike High Reapers and stuff, he might look at me, but I won't die from it immediately.
you're more powerful enough to stop me from turning this into a
What was that? Ooh, extra monster manual for killing plants. Another side benefit of being here. All right.
The Fomorian is dead, and the ritual ended. All that's left is to tell the pit
Thornright,
fate that
which
returns.
isn't great for speedrunning. Actually, it kind of is. The faster you kill stuff. Oh, that's true. He makes a good point that these are a better use of an XP pot than running the 3s and 4s. Oh, he's already in. I was like, we're in Thornright, and he's like, yeah, I know. I say as he has already followed me in. Still very annoying that it does not work. All right.
A dryad leaps from the tree. Sensing your surprise.
Off we go. Oh, that's a Plague Reaper.
Dryad calls for the test to begin, and creatures instantly spring to the attack.
Meanwhile, the Bard battle station appears to be fully operational. Yep, there's the sound burst. You know, I still haven't put stanch on my bars. I really should. I'm surprised that it was exactly tied at 23.
A gnarled woodward carefully picks through a pile of brambles, plucking out the largest and sharpest thorns. Surely this is the Thornright. The Thornright explains that he crafted a magic needle for Hissom. A needle that now contains Hissom's immortality.
And to the north.
The Prince of Satyrs then took that needle to some place called the Treasure Grove.
To the north, to the north. I'm Moldskin. Oh, where does the Spring Storm's ring drop? I also don't recall where it's from. It might be one of these things up here. Like, I want to say it's the one with the bear, but I have no idea if that's right or not.
And snow covers the ground. Whatever caused this sudden change in the climate surely wasn't natural.
So yeah, let's see. We can split a lot in Quid Pro Quo and Frosty Reception. Like, the beginning of Frosty Reception is easy to split.
Ahead lies bitter spine Cannith,
Alright,
home
here
to
we
the
go.
Baron and Baroness
Frosty Reception.
in one of the many holdings of the Prince of Frost.
You have arrived at Bitterspine Palace.
Come on.
Home of one of the Prince of Frost's vassals. You proceed with caution. Whether you're expected by the Baroness or not, the Prince of Frost's cold reputation is known throughout the Feywild. The Prince of Frost stands before a throne overlooking the crowded bowl. The Baroness beside him. However, the third throne on the dais stands empty. The air chills.
We're gonna
as
take
the
this.
Archfey points a finger toward you.
Why have you disturbed me with your presence, Outlander?
If I may, my prince, says the Baroness.
Excellent.
A connection in the summer court sent word of the Outlander's arrival.
Excellent. Fire works well against these. And there's a Carnage Reaper.
They will not
It's okay. We're not too worried about the Carnage Reaper.
But Osha loathes extravagant parties such as this one. He's likely to be avoiding the crowd somewhere, perhaps out on the windward balcony.
Pull the
Headwaiter
lever.
explains that Osha told him not to allow anyone into the treasure vault. However, you're able to persuade the goblin to unlock the door for you. Water elementals flood out of the treasure vault to confront the intruders.
Alright, the thing is, I don't think I'm going to have high enough in any skill. Like, I'll try Spellcraft, but I don't think I'll have it.
This door leads out to the windward balcony.
Need this to light up.
Dim gems on either side. You can see that it has been sealed to prevent guests from following Osha outside. The court advisor stares off into the distance. At the sound of your footsteps, he jolts, turns around, and lets out its giant.
Alright, and knocks down. Maybe I should have gone for Intimidate. Nice. Time to gather.
You'll wake up a little dazed from the plane of air, without the hard feelings you felt.
It's like the Spellcraft check is really high, apparently.
You step out into the snowy garden. A peculiar patch of grass grows in its center, along with a flower that emanates a magical, chilling aura. The flower crumbles away into nothing in the palm of your hand.
He can go ahead and start moving forward with that. I am going to break the ice up here so we can get back in easier later.
Shockwave rocks the palace. To your surprise, the ballroom is now covered in twisting vines and
He went left, so I can go this way.
snarls the Prince of Frost.
Alright, I keep wanting to use like Eldritch Wave, even though I know I don't have it yet. And in fact, I don't think I will ever have it on this build. I think by the time I would be able to get it, I will have switched over to the other style.
Lady Lazuli informs you that there were only two of Azrael she didn't recognize in attendance tonight. Snow's now turning more. Snow,
Go.
resident social butterfly of the Prince of Frost's court.
Wait, has he not questioned him yet? Like, talk to the dude. He needs to be here. He went one way. Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll do both sides then. Okay, I think I know what happened.
Snowdrift tells you that Lord Beryl was last seen slinking off to the kitchen in search of a fresh bottle of wine. Then he shoos you out this crowd at the door and
All right. There we go.
Lord Beryl says that Dame Allegra has gone to explore the Prince of Frost's quarters.
There we go.
Speaking with her is the next step in
We don't even need to gather in the garden, actually. It's just whoever gets there first. And a shortcut is open. So we can go in here. Wait, where is OBS? There's OBS.
Dame Allegra stands in the center of the garden. She lets out a low chuckle.
How did you like my little
Just rebuff a little bit.
It was good fun. Riling up that gloomy prince always entertains my master here some.
Allegra transforms before your eyes.
Yes, yes. You are immune to my fire. I am immune to your magic missiles.
Who caused such trouble to the gatekeepers back in Stone.
Happy to see me, dearie. It'll be for the last time.
What was that? Oh, he did the optional on the giant. Excellent.
Something for one day.
More XP for everyone.
That'll finish him off.
The mad vanishes. In her place,
Pick the
shambling
flower.
rises to attack. A mass of flowers and vines crumbles into ash. As it leaves behind one last frosted cerise
Excellent.
flower. You pluck the frosted cerise flower from the snow. This time, the bloom stays in the
20k,
palm of your hand.
7 minutes.
Instead of crumpling away,
Even with our slight delay, because that's a mistake I've actually made myself as well sometimes. I just ran off to talk to Sir What's-His-Face in the gaming lounge,
he's in your debt.
and the actual answer was like, no, you need to talk to the person in the middle first.
Frosted cerise. You're one step
Talk to the person in the middle, then you go to the gaming lounge, then you go to the cellar.
The Prince of Frost glowers down at you.
Yes? Why have you come here? Out with it!
The Prince of Frost chuckles.
Alright, I'm trying to think
Cold and hard as they pour down at you.
of which one would be best for each of us.
When you impose on me by your very presence, not many would dare to overstep so. Cavalier. But as I feel numb with tedium, I will allow it. You perform the 3 tasks I have set you. Only then will I consider your request.
The Prince of Frost waves his hand, and a trio of portals open nearby.
Alright, Rebel Caverns. I'm not going to be too stealthy about it. Like, I'm not planning on being stealthy.
You find yourself in
I will start out stealthy, but I will not, like, wait for guys.
Frost wants you to retrieve a wine chalice that they stole. You've arrived at Rhymes.
So hopefully the timing works out. Okay, so we're just going to break what I just said, and we're going to wait, like, just that, like, 5 seconds. Because with him walking away from us, that gives us basically free reign to get a lot of these done. So we're gonna go into this side.
It might be possible to sneak past the sentries and remove the sleeping bandits without needing to fight. You skillfully tend to the griffin's wounds.
Alright,
In
there's
time,
rune 1.
griffins will be able to
So
return to
we got a
their
little bit
original
lucky.
pairs.
Are we catching up?
The theater can now return to regular use.
Alright, so we're gonna go around on the other side, because we should be able to get another, I want to say 3-ish,
Of approaching
before
through the
before I actually have to fight anything.
voice calls out.
The ones who bring me the matriarch's head gets an extra share of gold!
The hunters have caught up to the injured matriarch, but she is in no condition.
Alright, there we go. Second rune. Done. Now all we do is we run to the end, we kill the people, and then we D-door out, because it should take care of
Then looks directly at you and
a lot of things, really. Now I can actually die here, because Bubbles has a nasty knockdown, which is super annoying. Chalice.
the missing wine chalice that the Prince of Frost requested.
Oh, and look, as a parting gift, we get a full minute-long slow. Captive Village. Off we go.
Lurtz considers your words, then gives a single knew his brother to be.
Alright. I think we're going to kill this dude before we get a chance to actually do the thing. And by do the thing, I meant like I was talking about the cooldown on D-Door. So we'll see if D-Door is ready. I don't even know if I will have broken enough crates since I didn't do everything in the place. Did I miss one? I did miss one. Okay. And we're back. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
To once again even the
There we go. 14. Not bad.
Frost agrees to lend you his powers in reaching Hirsum's fortress. You can now proceed with the final part of your plan.
All right. Now we go and handle the bear.
Codex pages.
The bear. I don't even know what that's from, which is the weird thing. Like, there's a lot of references that I at least know the source of, but the whole, like, the bears thing, you know, now that I think about it, I swear it's got to be, like, Saturday Night Live or some other sort of sketch, because it matches the delivery I would expect from, not a Weekend Update, but one of the other similar news spoofs. And I don't know why that sticks in my head as something that it could be from, but that is what it is. It's my suspicion. All right.
And I don't wish to be disturbed. I'll need some guards. Reliable guards, not a grumpy old flea bag.
Okay, so I'm trying to think of what the best split would be here. I actually don't know what it is. I think it's just going to be basically we run different directions and see who gets to what first.
I wouldn't want to interrupt your busy sketch.
The bear looks up at
Hi.
you. He's known you in
Bye.
there all along.
You might as well come in.
He grumbles as he opens the gate. The bear agrees to help you find the barrel, but first you must bring him 3 items.
Good news is that I killed the caster before she managed to put a that nasty acid dot on me. Oh, never mind, didn't get that one. But this one wasn't a champ, so it does not matter. Also, the reason it doesn't matter is while we were waiting for them to talk, I got Bard songs, and he has healing song, which means I'm not at any danger of getting chipped down gradually. And thanks to Reaper points, I am in very, very little danger of getting burst down. So there is no problem here as far as I can tell. We're just going to wreck this place. Yeah, I don't know exactly what triggers him to move. But I know that you can't just like sit on the side and wait for him to go and do all of his things. Like he stops moving, as you just saw there. I think you just need to be close. And I'm pretty sure that if you don't trigger the cakes, they turn into mobs. But I think that's less annoying. Hi. Bye. Acid damage over. Oh, he's soul cruelty.
All that's left of the gingerbread golem is a huge pile of crumbs. Amid his remains, you find a large pot of owlbear butter.
Alright, this door is closed. So he went for the giant's glove. So we will head for the sky oak. Excellent. Oh. He was actually asking about the in-game event. go. So I have informed him, as I informed you earlier, but if there's anyone here who was not here earlier, from the Snow Peaks event is a good way to get your +2 Festive Con augment. More Constitution that stacks with basically everything. And it's a colorless augment, so you can just stick it in wherever. You can also get, I believe it's Cold Iron damage bypass on a level 2 or level 4 red augment. And as well as that, you can get something that has a chance to proc AoE freeze. Again, I think it's a level... I think that one is like Meteoric Sky Ruby, wherein it scales with the item level of the thing you put it in. Stop that. Okay. There we go. This goes down here, that goes there, that goes there. This goes here, that goes there. Very good, very good, very good. This comes around this way.
This was once a place of unfettered freedom, touched only by the pure hand of nature.
Nature, yes. You needn't worry about that. I have found a place that civilization has never touched. A place where nature...
I missed one? I did miss one. There we go.
All you need do is open the door.
Take Sky Oak Sap, and we have D-Door. Very handy to have D-Door in this quest. Saves a long run back on that one.
What could the bear possibly want with this? You don the giant's gloves, reach inside the bear's mouth. My new master demands that you be punished for your impudence. Baron Bitterspine says he knows a secret that could defeat his army. You should deliver the news to Windward Hall. You can use that information to
Finish
plan
out,
your
yes.
next move.
Okay. So it seems that he doesn't know the quick teleport. So we shall inform him. Wait, do I need to take 8? I am 25,000 XP away. I'm gonna take 8. Warlock. Charisma. Intimidate. Spellcraft. UMD. Intimidate. No. Balance. Thank you. Warlock feats. Fiendish resilience. I don't know why I need to select the one thing. Level 2. We'll take invisibility just because we like it. Thank you. Okay. Alright. You. Don't get in the way.
You think you don't need help? The master of the hunt left. I will enjoy watching this. Good hunting. The hag will try to avoid the huntsman.
That's a Plague Reaper. Let's take care of that. How many more levels until I get my tentacles? Is that next level or is that 10? I always forget.
What they do with their freedom is your problem. The master of the hunt. If you like, feed wild beasts out there to gather more of our survivors. Then use them
All right.
to corral the hag.
Time to take her to the Tunnel of Fun.
She will find true death divine.
It's fun tunnel time.
Fool! You walked right into a trap.
Come on, keep coming.
Master of the hunt. Your bitter tale.
Alright, I think that's far enough. I could have sworn that I told the Master of the Hunt to not interfere. Oh, and he found the note. Excellent. Which means as soon as she's down... we can just D-door up and finish out. And yes, this is why you take her into this little thing, because she doesn't run. She just keeps saying the things and doesn't. And I'm pretty sure, because of, you know, how the Master of the Hunt shows up there, I'm pretty sure that is by design. Like, you're supposed to lure her in here to trap her. Boom. 11K. 2.5 minutes. Oh, and my inventory's full. See? This is why splitting is advantageous. Because he grabbed the note, I just sat there and pew-pewed down the witch, and now we're just off to the races. So, we have no inventory slots. That crate goes away. Harrison's pack goes away. Healer kits go away. So, yeah. So his pot finally wore off. He's 38.
Somewhere in these woods there is
Which means, you know,
one specific
he didn't really miss anything by starting on these. It's like you can take 8. It's like yes, I wasted 1 dungeon of his XP pot on because he didn't get full bravery bonus. I'm sure he's very upset by how this particular night of leveling has gone down. Okay, where is it? Not that one. Not that one. Not that one, which means it's down there. Yeah, it's down there. Of course it is. And unfortunately, I ran away before getting bard songs, so now I get dots and stuff on me, and it's very annoying. Very annoying. Alright, just take out these red caps before we open it.
As you open the chest, a unicorn leaps out. How did you fit inside? As you defeat the unicorn, a tear bursts out from it. Is that normal?
It's immune? It's immune to command.
The tear falls. Something stirs inside the blank dark falls, but something flips out. The raven is slain. As it falls to earth, an egg rolls out. Thankfully, the egg doesn't move. Yet.
There we go. He broke the egg.
Among the shell fragments, you see the glint of something that looks like a small winged shadow sweeps
It's like,
down.
I tried to leave immediately. It's just like, wait, no. No, we're not leaving.
Reach for it with a victorious
Songs.
The tiny dragon-like creature darts away with its prize.
Yeah. Yeah. The Bard battle station is fully operational. Let's see. For me to switch over to melee, I want to come at least here. And it's going to be at least 12.
The little dragon disappeared through this portal, taking your prize.
I'm just trying to think when it would be effective, because really it needs more imbue dice.
Reach her into the
And I'm not going to get imbue dice until really late in the trees.
The little dragon announces.
We're gonna play hide and catch. But first, you close your eyes. No peeking. Count to 10, and then find me and catch me. And then you run. Ha! Ready?
Oh, he's over there behind the thing. There we go.
The little dragon cries out.
You found me! Haha! Tag, I'm here! Run!
I'm running, I'm running. Jeez. Yep, yep. Come on.
The little dragon jumps up and down.
Hey, we got him.
Be prepared to offer him a bargain. He can't refuse.
Moderate. There's endurance. Evil. Come on. Protecting from evil goes away. Jumping goes away. No rare spawn. This is fine. This is fine. My shield goes away. Inflict light goes away. So we haven't sold at all tonight. And on another fun note, we have not gotten our second backpack slot. So that's a little unfortunate.
You make your way deep into the Kelpie's underwater grotto, protected by the Eladrin's magic. Now where is the lost keepsake you were sent to find? You hear the murmur of confused voices.
I will go left.
Up ahead.
All right, there's a group right around this. For some reason, I thought there wasn't another group until the bottom here, which is crayfish. Gonna put y'all in a boil. Yeah, that is the end stream alarm. But it's fine. We'll finish this one. We'll do immortality lessons, and I think we will call it a night at that. Relatively short stream, of course, but it's a work night and all that. And it was a very productive thing once we got our duo going.
A magical barrier blocks the main corridor, preventing you from exploring deeper into the caves.
I know, but, you know, he's on it. He's going to pull that thing any second now.
As the second lever is pulled and the barrier in the main hall dissipates, a group of Kelpies rushes in to watch
Carnage Reaper goes down. Kelpies go down. Now we have more animal stuff. Oh, that's right. I forgot that I have a thing. Movement speed thing. I mean, granted, it's only 8% right now, but that's better than no percent. It is time for Reaper Crowns of Snow. Just a pair of them.
then collapses, diffusing into clumps of ragged weeds. You
Nope.
spot the Eladrin's lost keepsake.
Not even normal Crowns of Snow.
Chest.
Reaper Crown of Snow, yeah? No. No. We are not quite that lucky. So let's see, what level were we when we started? I think that we started the thing and stuff. We started our journey tonight in Three Barrel Cove at level 6. So we've gotten basically 3 levels, which is pretty nice. And of course, now we have to wait for a long speech.
Prince of Satyrs is near the entrance, playing a melody. His servant Hermia lives nearby. Here's some looks.
Oh, wait. There's a Fear Reaper. It's like I was about to start typing, and then it's like debuffs.
complete the lessons I have designed. We will speak again.
All right.
Until then,
Here's some vows. Then
It's like he was late, so I'm going for the fiddle section. He will catch up because this is the much longer section. Also, it is unfortunate that I went in before having songs, because there's a lot of ways I can take damage in this one.
as you step into the amphitheater, the portcullis slams shut behind you. Issam's voice drifts into your ears.
All right.
Far-off strain of music.
now
Fiddle.
it's time for you to learn, Martin. See this band of revelers before you? Best then.
Got the feather fall off right before we hit the ground, so we don't take any damage. Very nice.
Use it wisely.
Playing the fiddle has revealed another section. Issam's voice booms into your ears.
What is this? Oh, it's a light bearer. It's like, why are you still at such high health? It's like, well, because you have 2 health bars. That's why.
If you agree, finding the watchword or a way out of here, you'll need its music.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. All right, here we go. Play more fiddle. In fact, we're gonna hotkey it because we don't have many hotkeys yet. Oh, he picked the wrong item. That is unfortunate. I don't know the map down there. But sheet music was a good one. Nah, he's more of an improvisational jazz kind of guy.
Again, a curious door appears before you.
Oh, ooh, that one's way faster. It's fine. Alright, well, congratulations, I guess, on he gets to do optionals now, because I don't know how to get him out, and I don't think he has D-Door yet. So he gets to find his way out of that mess, because I don't know the way down in the dungeon. Like, it's confusing, it's got verticality to it. Alright, we want that that elite down. Bop.
A gargoyle perches on a high ledge inside this room. Stretches out its frowning arms.
Do-do-do-do.
Gargoyle flinches at your blow. A chunk of stone
Go.
chips off his body. Tourmaline shudders as even more of his stone body chips off. One more strong blast should do
Alright.
the job.
Great success.
The red signal crystal on the wall.
And now we have to
confirms
backtrack,
full
which is fine. And note all of the optionals that are popping up on the side from picking the wrong item and therefore having to go through a bunch of extra stuff. Now, if you wanted a bunch of extra XP from optionals while the other people advance towards the end, you can do that. Personally, I don't know the way, so I wouldn't be very good at it because I couldn't find the exact right things to do. But, you know,
A solitary
sometimes you
gargoyle
just wander around and you're like, oh look, a named guy to kill. And it gives you some extra XP.
The root barrier
And we'll take the extra fight that you don't need to. You can jump up on that thing in the corner, and these guys don't spawn, because they spawn when you come up the stairs.
Now that we've collected this
but I've only ever really seen people do that in High Reaper, and even then, if your group is at this point in High Reaper, you're probably not struggling. So it's just like, yeah, we'll fight another pack. It's just like the other packs. It's not particularly hard. Like, if there were some particularly strong guys in that group that, like, you felt you needed to avoid, like, they were notoriously resistant or immune to a lot of stuff, or it was like a bunch of golems or something like that, then yeah, I can definitely see it being skipped a lot more, but as it is, it's like, eh. So I don't know which 3 objects he got, but apparently sheet music was the wrong one. So... Oh! Oh! Putting me straight to jail, and Dimensional Anchor. We can't D-door out. What does this do? I don't know. Alright, well, we're gonna have to try to find our way out of this just like he is then. Oh, he found his way back. That does not help me because I am still in jail.
You have collected both watchwords. You can unlock the door to the roof.
Alright, I do not know which way is the way out. But I'm gonna go this way because it looks dangerous. Not like I want danger, but the dangerous way seems like the most likely route to be, that is correct. That is down. Down is probably wrong. Or maybe it isn't? The fact that they don't give you a map is extra special. Alright, we're making our way up. Still in place. Oh, never mind. Where am I? I'm just gonna keep going towards what I think is the right way, and it turns out I got lucky. It was the right way.
This door has been sealed with a magic incantation.
Wait, no, I don't want to rest.
Only
I
the
need to rest.
true watchwords can unlock it. Which is
Unbridled
stronger.
bounty.
Clear your voice and speak the watchwords aloud. The door rumbles and creaks open, revealing the
Excellent.
path to the roof. You can confront this when you step out onto the roof of Duskfall Overlook. The arena here.
Congratulations are in order.
Here's the set.
You've made it this far. But
So we are going to, from this, basically hit rank 42, which is an excellent place to leave off.
before you is an illusion. Memento of what the Feywild is now. And what I so wish to destroy.
Two familiar figures shimmer. Illusory versions of Lord Arthur and the Frost.
These two
Calm down. It was way too fast.
strike down these so-called friends of yours.
Then Lord Arden's illusions spring from the wind.
It's not standing that. I don't know exactly how hard it hits in normal, but, or rather in heroic, but It takes very little effort to just not stand in it. Wow. That was a big hit from not me. It's just like his health was like, nope. There we go. Great success.
Bravo! I hadn't imagined you'd be so ruthless. I wonder how you're Lord, knowing how easily you betray. Shrugs. Listen, no complaint. You have earned
And there we
your
go.
Before you can leave, a cold, commanding voice peals out.
What have you done? We negative listen.
To be sure,
Replies Pearson.
and I will deliver. I've simply left these codex pages to these marked adventurers. They ain't so sure.
All right. So that
It'll be no trouble
gives us
when they die. Essentially, 3 should do it.
so yeah, we've been up for about 2:15. 2 hours 15 minutes, and we got through all of Feywild and all of Three Barrel Cove, including a duplicate run on Fire Caves, because Fresh Ale came in a little late. But we went from just barely level 6 to able to take, or maybe it was a little under halfway through level 6, to able to take level 9. So, yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty solid run. So I think we're going to call it there. According to... Come on now. According to the stat sheets, there is no one watching, so we're not going to bother rating anyone. If there is anyone who is still here and just not showing up, thank you for stopping by and showing up and hanging out. I have not figured out when the next stream will be, but I hope you join us then too. Thank you, and good night.